And Iran is facing massive protests with demonstrators demanding change and authorities responding with deadly force and an internet blackout. U.S. President Donald Trump has once again warned of possible military strikes, while Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei vows the Islamic Republic will not back down. For 13 straight days, Iranians have taken to the streets. In Tehran, cars in a building were set ablaze. Crowds shouted slogans including "Long live the Shah," while in Bandar Abbas, demonstrators overturned a police vehicle. In Tehran's Sadatabad district, people were seen banging pots and chanting slogans against Khamenei. Cars honked in support of crowds gathered. Similar scenes played out in Mashhad, Tabriz, and the holy city of Qom. Human rights groups say at least 65 protesters, including 9 children, have been killed by security forces, with hundreds more injured. As unrest sweeps the country, social media videos surfaced earlier showing the extent of damage. In Tehran, protesters set fire to a police kiosk as crowds gathered in defiance. In the Yazd, demonstrator torched a banner, their anger visible in the flames. And in Karaj, videos showed people running as shots rang out in the night. Amnesty International condemned the blanket internet shutdown, accusing authorities of trying to hide grave human rights violations. Internet monitor NetBlocks confirmed the nationwide shutdown over the past 24 hours, saying it masks regime violence and violates the rights of Iranians. As protests in Iran rage, U.S. President Donald Trump issued another warning to Iran's government, cautioning against the killing of protesters. He said that if authorities resort to violence, the United States would respond by hitting Iran very hard where it hurts.
So Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard where it hurts.
But Iran's Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, struck a defiant tone in a televised speech, dismissing protesters as vandals and saboteurs. He accused President Trump of having hands stained with the blood of more than 1,000 Iranians, referencing last year's war with Israel backed by U.S. strikes.
U.S. President Donald Trump's hands are stained with the blood of more than 1,000 Iranians. Everyone knows the Islamic Republic came to power with the blood of hundreds of thousands of honorable people. It will not back down in the face of saboteurs.
Exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has urged U.S. President Donald Trump to urgently intervene as protests rage in Iran. He cited internet blackouts and threats of force, calling on Iranians to overwhelm security forces against the regime. Meanwhile, Iranian Nobel Peace Laureate Shirin Ebadi warned that the security forces may be preparing a massacre under the cover of nationwide communications blackout. She said the internet shutdown was not a technical failure, but a deliberate tactic to conceal abuses. Now, earlier we were joined by Nadir Hashemi, professor of West Asia and Islamic politics, on being asked about the future of ousted Shah of Iran's son, Reza Pahlavi. Here's what he had to say on it.
Reza Pahlavi is a clown politician. He, represents the political ideals of his father, who presided over a deeply authoritarian, repressive system that produced the Iranian Revolution 47 years ago. He's very close to Benjamin Netanyahu. I think his political convictions are very much in the direction of trying to replace the current authoritarian regime in Iran with another authoritarian regime. I don't think the Iranian people want to go backward. They want to go forward toward a representative government that represents the aspirations of the people of Iran. So I don't think he's a credible alternative.